welcome to Magical Maiden's jewelry tutorial. So today what I have for you is I already went ahead and used my die cut and my die cutter machine to cut the shapes out. So it's not to use too much time. I wasn't going to video it, but I decided why not. Okay, so I already had these silver cutouts and I wanted to do more Christmassy things. So I've been doing holiday jewelry, and I already made a holiday necklace with some cutouts and sequins. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I did that right before this one. So I want silver and gold, you know, for the holidays. And the cutout, now this is matte. See, this is the rubber glitter matte. Now, my die cuts don't cut through that wonderful, but they do make a nice imprint so that and it kind of separates it. You got to do it back and forth. For those who are not familiar with the die cutting machine, please look at my last video making the holiday necklace, because I show you what it is and myself using it and how to use it and all that stuff. And there's tons of videos showing you on YouTube how to use a die cutting machine. I have a Sizzix Big Shot. Now I have a 30-piece set of die cuts. I needed a cheap set. They were like $8 for 30 on Amazon. I will put the link of that below. Now I got all this. This is like a rubber glitter mat, and this is cardstock. Okay, and the cardstock along with these two. So these were the shapes. This came with it was like a triple, another little triangle, and then a piece in the middle like that. So I decided to make a bunch of glittery, sparkly holiday jewelry for the upcoming holidays. Who doesn't want a little sparkle in their life, especially around the holidays? Okay. So I finished cutting these out, and if you don't have the money to go ahead and get a die cutting machine and die cuts and all that, you can easily print off the shapes you want. You can go to Pinterest or a bunch of, Google it or what have you, just earring shapes to cut out. And you print them out, and then you get like a cardboard, a thin cardboard, and then trace it, and then those will be your templates that you can leave. So you can use cardstock or this nice glittery material that I've shown in many of my other jewelry tutorials that you can get from Hobby Lobby, all of these things, okay? But if you want the die cuts and the die cutting machine, I've got the die cutting machine from Hobby Lobby, but the die cuts I got from Amazon for like a 30-piece for $8. They have a lot of those things. So you don't have to get the set that I got. There just happened to be the shapes that I like, and it was affordable, so I said, why not? I needed some. I didn't have one die cut to try out my new die cutting machine. Okay, so the first, we're going to be making a few. So now this would be boring. What you're going to need for this is, once you do your cutouts, however you do them, whether you want to trace them, use a die cut and die cutting machine. However, you're going to need some E6000 glue, a stir stick, a toothpick, a push pin, and a rag or something, because you're going to be using the E6000 glue, which I'm going to put over here. And then what I might do is put like a sparkly star sticker, but I will be using the E6000 glue. Now I could glue this down on, I could glue this one down, but I am just going to put a jump ring and attach it like that. If I wanted it to be more flat and not stick up, I could totally glue it to the silver, which I've done in the past. So now I'm going to leave them like this. Now they're stickers, and even though they're sticky, you're still going to add some E6000 glue to the back, because it's never going to stay. The adhesive they put on the stickers, it really wouldn't be good to adhere it to anything for too long. It'll always come off. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for these. So now I got the cutouts for these, and there's a hole. I apologize, my husband's watching TV, so you might hear some noise. There's a hole up top for my jump rings and the earring fish hooks, the centerpiece, and then you pop them out, okay? So I will utilize this size another time, but I wanted this, and then what I'm going to do for this is I'm just going to put this here and put this here. Now, some of them already come with the holes because I used the die cutting machine. For these, I didn't use my die cutting machine. So to put a hole for the jump ring and then to attach your earring fish hook, you're just going to use a push pin and you just boop and the little spots. So these are going to be what I'm going to do. So that's the look I was thinking of. Now, here's another look. These are stickers. They're Druzy stickers. Now, the lighting may not do it justice. There's purple ones and then nice blue mixed with a green. I don't know if you're getting those wonderful colors. And I was thinking of putting one, maybe teardrop one here, possibly the purple one, you know, but I'm not sure yet because I happen to like the way that looks. And really the theme is sparkle, sparkle. I could always do something with these later. So right now, I'm really going to just do all sparkly holiday things. So I just wanted to show you those Druzy stickers, which I also got from Hobby Lobby. Everything you're seeing was from Hobby Lobby. And work on these first. All right, so I have to face them towards me. So the easiest part right now for me to do is to position these next to each other. And I'm going to get my glue, my E6000 glue ready. And, you know, apply it to the next one. And you could just put it in the center. It won't, you know, if you want to get the entire star area. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center and hold. Try to center it. And you're going to do the next one next to it. For time's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and punch a hole in here, and I'm going to attach these simply because I don't have that kind of time to wait for it to dry because I'm doing a video. Now you would probably want to wait a good 20 minutes before messing with the star or just do the star last. So I'm using a push pin and then I'm going to line it up. What I might want to do is just line these up so that the holes are in the same area. Okay, and if you want to make it wider, just take your round nose, because these I didn't cut out. These I did free cutting. The other ones were with my die cuts, so they give you a hole for your earrings. So here I'm punching a hole using my round nose. I started the hole with the push pin. So if you want to use a gold, you can, but this is silver and gold. And I don't feel like fishing for my gold jump ring, so this is going to be good enough because it's silver and gold. All right. I might want a bigger jump ring. So that's the way to see it, because it may not sit the way you want with a smaller jump ring. And we have to put an earring fish hook, and you may use more than one. So now I'm gonna close the jump ring. Wait till you hear that click. There it is. And that's like that. Now I do have to add another jump ring. Okay, so now I got them both. Do I want to, now I have to put a fish hook on it. So I am getting my earring fish hook. I use earring fish hooks because I really don't like post, but you can get the post earrings that you glue, and rather than use the hole, just glue it to the top. Wait 24 hours for it to cure, because that's how long it takes for E6000 to fully cure, even though it kind of cures in 20 minutes. You don't want to take that chance and wear it, because, see, now you could attach it and then just turn this, because they are flexible. But for this one, normally I would do that, but for this one I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get two smaller 4mm ones. I'm going to get two smaller 4mm jump rings and see how that's going to work out for me. And I'm going to attach it to the bigger jump ring. Like I said, you mix and match. You can choose. It's your option what kind of sizes you're going to use as far as jump rings, whatever works for you. But then I'm going to take my earring fish hook and I'm going to attach it to the jump ring. And then I'm going to close the earring fish hook. So that's it. It took a little finagling, but there they are. I've got to hang the little earring fish hook, but I might, like I said, you don't have to glue them together. You can let them, you know, do their thing. And that's it. Okay, so now for my next one, it's going to require for me to punch a hole, and these will be glued. So I'm going to take my trusty little push pin and I'm going to overlap this. Now again, for the back you have to cut out another one, but because I'm doing a video, I'm not doing that right now. Eventually I'll get to it. Is I want the front and the back to look equally nice. So I put them together and I stick a push pin in there, see? And then I pull the push pin out and I got two holes for my jump rings. Okay, so then what you could do is either with your die cut or yourself, you just cut another one of these and then glue it to the back of this. And I've showed you how to do that in many other videos on my jewelry tutorial playlist using the cardstock or the glitter rubber mat. But today, for time's sake in this video, I'm not going to get into that. So what I want to do now, before I glue this, I'm going to hook my jump ring and I'm going to get some earring fish hooks out and push the pins through. Okay, so I want to make sure this is closed. I gotta hear that click so I know it's good. Add another jump ring to each one of these, a smaller 4mm, and then add your earring fish hook like I did on the other one. Or you can do this little trick. So I open my earring fish hook and I put it this way. Now some people open the earring fish hook. You should never like do that, okay? So you would do this to open the earring fish hook, okay? And I wanted to show you that because people usually open it wide and it ruins it. It's kind of facing the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and turn this around. So that the earring fish hook is totally facing the back. Facing the back. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Make sure it's facing the back nice. Okay. So now for the next step. And I gotta face these towards me. The next step is gluing these pieces from my die cut to the center. Okay, so that's easy, right? We're just gonna take a toothpick. Make sure you have a paper towel or a rag nearby for your, and we want to make sure they're both even. So we're going to keep them, you know, next to each other. Now just kind of spread it. Don't put too much, but don't put too little either. Get it where the points are. Okay. So now we're going to look at the earrings and we're going to kind of put it in the center, but in the fatty part of the earring where it's wide. Make sure the point lines up like that. And then, you know, kind of look at it from a distance. That's what I'm doing right now. Make sure it looks good. Make sure it's even on both sides. You don't want it to be not centered. Okay, so there I go. But what you're going to want to do, and I know you know how to glue, so that isn't the problem here. You want to make sure that they're both next to each other when you're doing it, because one can be off-centered or higher than the next, okay? And you don't want to do that. Maybe put something heavy so that sticks, but there they are. So I'm just going to make sure they're okay. Give them a once over, because once it dries and cures, you can't really shift it around if you put it off centered. 2 jump rings, 2 earring fish hooks, then thinner and not thicker. They have all kinds, but this is a good size. It's a 6mm, but it's the thicker one. So I like to use the thinner ones, but they didn't have any of them. And I used up all the ones I had. All right, so again, making sure that those jump rings are shut. So that's it. Those are the earrings that I've made, 3. And again, like I said, you can have something dangling if you wanted to. I didn't have the thinner jump rings like I had planned, but that's okay. I can do that at a later date. They sparkle, they're really nice. And that, in case you didn't see the jewelry tutorial showing you how to make this holiday necklace using the cutouts and the die cutting machine, using the die cuts and the die cutting machine and sequences. And it's very sparkly. I don't know if you're even catching this with the light, how everything is so sparkly. So those are the 3 holiday earrings. I think I just like the diamonds left alone. Again, remember, when you are cutting them out either by hand or using a die cutting machine with die cuts, make sure that you make 4 pairs of each, because you're going to have to glue front and back. So the back looks as good as the front, and it's very nice to use. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like. Please share this with anyone you know that might be interested in this tutorial, as well as make sure you're subscribed and click the notification bell. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me in the comments section or just to say hello. So here they are. They're all so sparkly and they're ready for the holidays. And it would look really nice, these, for New Year's Eve or for Christmas. These for every day, these for every day, but they're all sparkly for the holidays. So go ahead. So don't forget to look below this video for all the links to all the items that you can get to make these earrings yourself. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my videos. Bye.